the other hand, you can say we'd like to see another team here than just these two. But at least I can almost guarantee we're going to see one heck of a final. These guys knew one another from inside out. They played a lot, they talked the same language. But I tell you this, both teams are going to play for win this. This is a lot of prestige in this. No matter what, you know, they sleep at the same hotel. I've been whining and dining with these guys, but when it comes to number one or number two, that's a different story. That's a good shot from Hemon, who's throughout this 2 days, I think he's not the brightest looking star, but he does a so good job. And occasionally he shoots and stops. And we have turning tables here in terms of drawing and shooting. And Philippe Sochaux, he hits like everything here, but didn't succeed with holding the point. And the French team is playing with the colored black balls, even though there's not much difference in them. But I hope you see that. Lucien, he's stable, you know, he's stable like a working horse. Keeps pushing these high balls, drop shots, avoiding problems, and Hemon is going for his second shot. Well, got well painted, bit short. And Philippe Canter, the most experienced player, not on earth, but in competition-wise, he's the number one. He's the chief of the French team. And his soft, smooth style has been winning for decades. He's been playing for 20 years. And now he's up against Lucien Lusano. Wow. That's a hat, which that's the French expression, casquette. Not to mix with the French word chapeau, which is good done, well done. But casquette is, you know, when you just pinched the ball, so it take this jump, but it stays right there. They still got two balls and a good hit, and maybe he shoot out the jack. He over-amped that a bit. But I tell you, when this guy hits his highest level, he does everything. He can shoot in 13, 14 meters. His long arm, like a spaghetti arm, seems to reach all the way to the balls sometimes. It's not really there yet. Van Kampenhout covers up. Still two French balls. Are they going for the tough one? Yeah, they are. And now Souchon overamped. You know, he didn't cramp, but he was going too hard for it. Hey, look who's coming here. My friend. Who are you? I've seen you before.
I was one of the guys that didn't play the semi-final very good against the French team.
Yeah. And now we can see now what happened against these teams. Is there any of this team going to crack, you think?
If one of them is going to crack, it's going to be the Belgium team.
Yeah.
We have seen both these two teams at La Mayonnaise, that was arranged up in Stockholm for several years. And normally the French team has beaten the Belgian team in the final. It's pretty easy.
Yeah, that's the tradition.
Yep.
But somewhat, I think that they won't crack now.
I don't think so. But what could crack is, I was having dinner together with them last night, and they said that Didier Lozano, the middle player in the Belgium team, he doesn't play anything at all anymore. When he gets the decision that he's going to play something, he says, I'm just going to mentally prepare me that I'm going to throw. Yeah, he doesn't play anything.
We have to,
That's a
we have to spell it out. But Lozano has also been the player that, from in his moments, done the most beautiful shots.
Yep.
The most concentrated game. He's missed a couple here now, but he's the guy who can make the difference sometimes.
Yep. And I think as long as Lucien is pointing the way he's doing now, I think Belgium is going to have a hard time winning this game.
That's normally the case. Yeah. So we'll see who's right.
So I say that the key moment in this game would be the game in the game between Emon and Lucien. The Belgium shooter against the French drawer.
Yeah, okay, that's... I mean, we take the first place. This is Lucien. He's been playing like a watch, like a clock.
Yep. And he's continuing doing it.
Yeah, and so has what's his name, Van Kampenhout. And Van Kampenhout as well has played really steady against Wissy. This guy, he doesn't do very much extra, Hemon, but he sometimes, hit this level, and he didn't this time. I never seen him shoot wide like that before.
I met both the Belgium and the French players for several years up on the Mayonnaise in Stockholm, and they always said that Imon is the player in Belgium with the highest level when everything works out.
Oh, that's so.
And that player is, when I asked them all yesterday, I didn't ask Philippe Cantet, but I asked everyone else, who is the best player in the world of all times? And every single player said Philippe Cantet.
Yeah, and look what he did now. Yep. The cool cat. He just, he's caressed that ball in. But I still can't forgive him for not taking that last shot against you. I won't ever forgive him for that. He has the possibility to shoot for the six-pack, and yet he just plays it. He played a draw shot.
That's a great carry from Lozano.
I told you about this guy. He can stand for a minute, and that's the result.
I was pretty sure. We was talking about it actually after my game in the semi-final, and I said I was 100% sure that they were going to place in that position. They were so satisfied with having 9-0 against us after 2 rounds.
Oh.
They didn't have to chase the 10th point, and I was totally sure, and you said you were the opposite, so. That one breaks.
Even that bad hit, you got, that bad contact. The spin was enough to grab in the gravel. Now they can go for a, Philippe just gives it a second shot thought, and
oh la la, Philippe Souchon.
Wow.
1+.
Wow. I love to see that. Yeah. It's so difficult to answer a perfect shot like that. And this guy, He just walking around in the rain and then smack. That's even tougher. I've seen 3 perfect on the spot carrows like that.
There's a reason
But
why.
that was back in the days, you know, where I was good, you know.
There's a reason why the guy has won the most gold medals in the World Championships of all time.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
no one actually thinks that Susho he's not the showman.
No, he's not the flamboyant superstar guy.
He walks into the circle and he shoots those carrots.
No, the other guys take that position, but they're not as good maybe. He's got 10 golds in the World Championship. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Even Kante hasn't.
No, but Kante stopped playing in the World Championships a couple of years ago.
Maybe he'll start playing again. He's going to quit coaching now, I heard.
That goes straight through the gravel and into
finally.
the marble floor that we have here in Nordstan.
Yeah, that's our secret trap for this player. We put some marble below. They don't know it. They've been on this track all the time, and in the soft hotel lobbies.
He injured his left hand going skiing this winter, he told me, so it was good. It was his left hand at least.
Yeah, he actually told me he was happy it was his left.
Needs to be good.
Second
Needs to be
attempt.
good. That's a perfect draw from Michel van Kaupenen. He actually told me when they were playing the single World Championships, when Claudie Weibel became the world champion, the normal coach of Belgium has cancer. And he couldn't go.
All right.
And Claudie said,
watch this.
Yeah.
Wow.
He
did we
slices
expect
that off. He slices it off.
And then he's just cruising like a day in a walk in a park.
But Claudie told the
I love
federation
that.
in Belgium that he wanted Michel as a coach. And the federation said, no, you're not the coach. We take someone else instead of you. So they had to fight to get one of the people in the world that know Claudie best to get to coach him, that has played with him for 20 years.
That's crazy.
And the way Claudie wins that World Championships of singles, he beats every favorite.
Yeah, I saw some of that. That's crazy.
It was Thailand, it was Dylan Rocher, it was Ritzi, and then in the final against Tunis.
Right. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, Lusano just have to make a good drop shot here for position.
Needs to be good.
Otherwise, that's good. That turned out good.
It could have been worse.
Yeah, that was,
It's only 1 point.
but he aimed for it. That was, that was a 4-pack hanging. So we have
3-0.
3-0. Right. The moment of truth, and luck was on his side. The game is like that sometimes.
Yeah, but he had those bulls to play against if he accidentally got a little bit too long. So he had the idea of playing against them. Now it was a little bit too long.
You have to have that coolness to play the percentage, to play the right shot, not to try to do something more than, it's, but it's always, it's a flip of a coin sometimes. Lucien just he's grinding up this must shoot away balls, and Hemon, who's been struggling a bit, but he's been hitting. He hasn't done anything extra. Let's see, 9 meters.
That's a good one.
It's a good shot. It's a good shot. He's not on top of his game, but he's doing his job. Have you seen anyone missed yet?
I came late, so I don't know. Since I came,
I don't think
Michel had one draw that actually bounced through, but when the shots, no. I haven't seen anyone so far.
You can miss one perhaps, but you can't miss 2 balls.
Lucien still playing very good, and I say he's going to be one of the key players in this game, and so far France has taken the points.
He takes no notice about this tough surface. Arejon, the Belgian guy, he's been keeping his position for these 2 days. Now what's he doing?
That's wide to the right.
It was wide.
So if I'm correct that the game might be a key game between Lucien and Emon, Lucien is leading that game and France is leading the game.
Yeah, you sometimes see that. It's the first guy, the first pointer against the first shooter. Keep, grinding each other down.
Can Lozano shoot another carreau?
He just might do that.
He needs it, and he does it. It's a perfect one again.
It's there.
A perfect one again.
I just see a black ball take his turn out in the lobby, hotel lobby. He spun at straight on the spot. Well, we see a shot here from Canter. I don't know the positions here on the track, but it looks like
they're going to place.
Place for position.
That's the perfect one as well.
And he marries that little jack.
I think he tried to get it at the jack, since we have two black balls down at the end of the court.
Yeah, he's
It's a
trying,
good one,
he's trying to
maybe.
flick the jack.
Or just place it on the jack, so if the Belgians shoot, the jack would move down on the court to the French
But
balls
hey,
down there.
this guy gets another missile in his arsenal.
Yeah.
I mean, he could shoot that point blank for 2 points. Wow.
Oh, hits another carreau. Jack moves down. It's at least 3 French points, isn't it? Another perfect shot from the De Lozano, and it touches down the jack for 3 points.
Oh man.
Titta på de här 3 ljusa kloten här. Om lillen hade legat kvar. Titta här nere på de här 3 svarta.
I don't know if you can see it in the TV right now, but Philippe Souchon is having a big laugh when
There's no
Lozano comes down.
justice in sport.
No.
There's no justice in sport.
And there's no bad feelings as well. Philippe Souchon
Yeah, but
he has a
everyone-
big smile and a big laugh on his face.
You know
and
what?
Lozano comes down and has the same
Can't
thing.
set this one up.
Yep.
He
did.
really, he played for tight position. And, normally in easier tracks, this is what happened. When we knew that.
Yeah.
I don't
That
know
way.
how he could avoid it. He
No,
couldn't, he
you're
couldn't
right.
think I hit it to the right. That was, wow.
Michel lägger en bra kula och nu är det långt. Det är 12 meter ungefär. 11,5 minst.
They're having a pretty good
France still
number
got
2
3
since,
balls.
yeah, they're still pretty good number 2, and it's 12 and a half meters.
Last Belgian ball now from Van Kampenhout.
Needs to place this down towards the black number 1. That would be the perfect
But
shot.
he can't play too hard. He can't lose he can't, roll over the line. That looks great. I think he lost his momentum in that.
Och det är frågan.
One ball,
Det kommer
competitive.
givetvis skott här.
They're going for the double here.
Det ska bli kul.
Going for the
Intressant. Det är
double.
långt
He's
nu.
going for the two-shot shot in the ring. He don't think. Wow. Oh, he went for the close one. He went for the closest Belgian.
Och det där var inte långt ifrån det heller. Det kommer komma 2 skott. Det är skott för 5 poäng fortfarande. Och här
Takes away one of them.
franska kulan.
Doesn't stay on the court, so it's
Nu är det Philippe Canter.
carreau for 4 points, or if he
My
just
partner
shoots it
had
off the
that.
court, it's 3.
He's walking up in the crowd to see her. They have a shot for four points here, I think.
Key moment of the game.
This is a
Perfect shot
long
will
one,
be 7-0.
30 meters.
Key moment of the game. He makes 3 points for France, 6-0.
That was a lucky one. He was.
It wasn't a perfect shot from Souchon either. He had
You
one
know
miss
what?
and then
He hit the surface with no rock, so it just like surfed down,
yep,
and he got precisely. Is that a 3-point?
that was 3 points.
3 points,
6-0
6-0.
France.
But I thought Souchon went for the closest ball in his first shot. I didn't see.
No.
I heard Pablo said he shoot for 5. So many legs and bodies.
He had a long shot when he aimed
But
for
he
the
really
shortest
overran.
Belgian one.
He was really a flyer because I thought it was shooting.
But it's 12 and a half meters. It wasn't a good shot anyway.
Could
But
happen. Could happen.
That was unlucky for Belgium after Didier's second carreau and the jack moves down. But as you said, Kanté wanted that. They didn't play it perfect, but it's good enough to get the reaction he wanted after the Belgium shot.
Look at this guy.
Lucien is actually if man of the game so far.
If this was a Belgian crowd, someone would shoot him. I mean, the way he is just grinding him on all the way. All the way. He leaves him no room. He looks rather cool.
Iman needs to start shooting some carreaus on this court now. It's not hard to do it. He needs to get one here. And that's what he gets instead. Belgium is
grab that one.
Pressured now. I wonder if they're not going to start discussing a change between Iman and Lozano, because Lozano has been shooting excellent so far.
Against the other teams, I've seen him act a bit like this. But sometimes he, you know, he hits that level, so he comes out for a couple of rounds. But I must say, he might be their weak link.
Need this one bad.
So only this shot.
Hits it.
Right.
Still a French point.
Close. That's good.
No, they're another bad start. They're off the bad start.
That's more
due
like
to
close
Lucien's
but no cigar.
yeah.
Because they've been watching it with 5 French balls against 3.
And they're playing their third now, so. Question is,
what's happening now?
If that's even enough. I don't think it is. Are they going to take 2 shots at the jack, or how would you think in this position? They're down 6-0, 3-5 in balls. French point. Well, they're trying one more. I think Lozano wants to shoot the jack.
5-3 down in balls. This looks terrible. 6-0. Maybe if he pinched
on the jack. On the jack. A little bit unlucky there. He wanted to place it on the jack.
Yeah, he dollied up the jack. That was.
I think they're praying for a hit a little bit to the left now, and the jack leaves the court for a 0 round.
Yeah,
that is what the Belgian playing is hoping for.
Dancing jack, or are we going to see more of that?
Get the hit on the jack, but it doesn't leave the court. Almost he got paid off.
He's got that, you know, what do you say, his wrist, he's got that last twitch, the good one, the good twitch, that gives it such a spin. So he's got that extra, he's got to shoot rather low as well. So
No, they would have needed some luck there. The Belgian team, when Van Kaupenhout's ball was there and Souchot is actually on it on the shot, they would have needed a little bit more luck than that. Now they're probably aiming for the jack now. They have the 4 balls at the back of the court is all Belgium, so even if it doesn't leave the court, they can get advantage. But Lozano needs to hit this one.
Yeah, they're facing a 5 or 6 pack, you know, up the wrong end. So they know it.
We need a longer game, so I hope he hits this one. Oh, you saw it exactly when he threw it. I didn't even watch where the ball went. I just watched his body language, and I could see it wasn't good.
Ja, det var alltså ett försök att rädda den här rundan, skjuta lillen död.
Question is if the only option now is to place it on the jack, hope that it doesn't go dead, and move back down to the Belgian 4 balls down there.
What's the thing to do here? It's like, I'm afraid he's going to hit the ceiling.
They need the jack to go back on this shot.
Yeah,
otherwise I'm pretty sure we're going to get French champions of the Nordstan Bulldogger
Philippe
Grand Prix.
Souchot is doing his last work.
Question is they have 2, but is the dark bull at the far right, is that number 4 or is it number 5? But it's the same position again.
Yeah, it's
They're
a
going to place.
two-shot Charlie for the win, man.
No,
They
it's
won't
only
go
6-0.
for it.
It's only 6-0. They can't win the game.
No, they have 6, right.
This is the same position as they had against us. They're going to place this. They're totally fine with 5 points, leading 11-0 instead of start shooting to get to 12.
At this point, there's no meaning of going for the 6-pack, but I can't see him miss this, really.
Very
he
simple
must hit
5.
the biggest rock in Gothenburg, and he almost did, you know.
Now, it's another easy draw for lead 11-0 to France against Belgium at the final of Nordstrand Grand Prix. Oops, that could have been wrong.
Even
that's
then,
the only but that's
he's
the only
got
thing
two
you could do.
bad contacts.
I think actually that is bad play.
No, they just lucky.
No, I think it's no. Listen to me. I think that's bad play. He shouldn't play on that side because the only side he could get a bad bounce and actually knock the jack. I think he should have played that on the other side where he played the first one on the left side.
Uh-oh. We're going in for the short history.
That actually surprised me that they choose to play the ball there because with some unlucky bounces there, he could actually flip the jack bounce.
It's like he didn't think when he throw those jack out. What's going to happen now? 7 meters, 7.5 perhaps. Ooh. Real high balls.
What happens is Lucien still plays amazingly good, and the change has come.
He's like a bad doctor giving you some syringe that you don't want.
The change has
they changed now.
This is behind.
This
is going to be a short game.
I expect a hit, but you know, if you miss, it's going to be it's a flyer. They haven't played this short for a week.
We need a good
even if it's only
shot
2
here
days
to keep them in the game. In Swedish, I call it a plyschkalle. I don't know what plysch is in English, but it's like a soft material that the old men had their trousers from.
Like a pillow,
it doesn't sound. There's no sound when he hits it.
Yeah, you know, when you do that thing you should do in a men's room, you do it in public. At least no one here.
So short, just continues to hit.
Ja, det är väldigt skjutvänligt bana. Lite lurig att lägga på, men...
What do you think of this audience? You know, there's a lot of people.
I think it's too silent. There's a chance a year to see the best players in the world.
They never seen this, and you know, we're not there to you know, curse them.
First miss from
we're just doing smooth TV on the net, but you know, you can get this crowd get wild.
I think the Nordstrand Grand Prix is worth more teams like the ones we have on court, and I think it's worth a lot more crowd than we actually have, even though we have a big crowd here. But this is... Ooh la 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 la. Yeah. When Sechor misses, that was a terrible shot.
I begin to understand why he don't want to shoot today.
That was a terrible shot. You can see on the replay how the whole body twists. He normally doesn't do that. If you watch the replay,
you know, I saw his train ticket. It's to another planet. Now he showed he's human. I've never seen him, you know. Of course it must happen. It's good.
But Lucien saves them again, or at least gives them hope in this round. But now Imon needs to hit this win. They were out of the round. They came back after the 2 French missed shots. And now Imon desperately needs this one. It's a perfect carol. That's a perfect carol.
All right.
Listen to the crowd.
This is the chance to get back in the game. The
11th. It was actually 2 terrible
Something
shots.
must happen.
And then when they had the chance,
what's going to happen now? This is his last ball.
He's going to place it up onto the number 1.
He's going to wedge this one in, right? Can't he shoot the jack or anything? No, he believes in himself.
It wasn't what he aimed for. He aimed to play it up on the back on the best Belgian one.
That's another one that did the shirts this morning.
They need this hit, and they don't need the jack to come backwards. That's it. Needed that. He gets the thumb up from Lozano.
The crowd's up, and even Kanté paid his credits for that one, because he knew he was a bit lucky, and that was strong. And we have.
That's a nice 4 points, and instead of it was almost over. It was almost over.
Yeah, they grabbed that last straw of hope, and
They got a chance and they took it. 4-11, seen with Belgium
gotta
eyes.
do it. They've been champions. They've been here before. They've beaten the French, right?
They have definitely beaten a couple of times up in this tournament in Stockholm I mentioned before, and they won the World Championships. Then with Claude Bell as a shooter, but
Yeah. Uh-oh.
well, why shouldn't they throw it short after Souchos and Kanté's terrible shots in the last round?
Yeah,
I
but
would
this
play
is
it short.
even shorter.
I would play it short,
He
definitely.
cut down that by well a meter. They're playing 6:20 now.
I think they're doing the right thing,
They're doing the right thing.
which is what we never say about playing short against these caliber players. But
Yeah, do
after
you know
the last
what?
round,
I just remember playing the major, your tournament. We played on 7 meter against Kanté. You know, he had problems. He was long and he hit the top of the ball.
This is an interesting shot. This is an interesting shot. 6:20, and the Belgians actually play short against the French team. Hits it. Still enough space. It will play a little bit to the right.
Det ser så lätt ut. Ja, det gör ju det.
If they can get another miss from the French team on the short, keep the jack, get a couple of more points, and continue playing short, that would be very interesting turnaround on this game.
No, they're doing the right thing. They got to do something. Last round was it wasn't shorts. Okay, let's go on this parade. Let's go on a new track. They're going for the shot.
Yep.
I like this. I like this. They don't want to let the French take the attack.
Now, if they hit all shots, they can't lose the game.
Yeah, no, we're waiting for the good shots.
That's a good shot.
And this is just a preparing shot.
Yeah, but now
This is preparing for a good. If he draws in a good ball,
he won't
that's
do
the
that.
shot.
He won't do that. They were just discussing it.
Yeah,
They won't place a bull close to the jack in this position.
Look at it, what are you
They're
gonna
going to place
do?
it 40, 50 centimeters to the right, down in line with the best.
There's some
Belgian
space
short.
for margin, but not too much. Wait to the surface. That's good.
That was longer than he wanted, but it's still a good point.
Yeah, but you know, it's one ball side.
But no one is going to place close to the jack in this round, not by the French people.
Yeah. Look at
players.
this. This is consistency. They don't back up. They just go for the. You don't mind. They wait till the next opportunity.
Perfect one again. That's the reason why they don't place close to the jack.
Did you see it start
That's
with
the reason.
with a turning English on that one?
Yeah.
Real spin.
And now Lucien has two bulls to play down against on the right side.
But he's
So he's not going to try to place
it's
close.
almost as he's pressing Lucien now.
Yeah, because he's going to
Yeah,
try
he's
to
got
place
the
a little
guts
bit more
to do that.
difficult one.
Let's see how.
See what happens there.
Told you.
There it comes. There it comes.
You know, now maybe.
Still a little bit unlucky for the Belgian team because it's only one. If
You
that
know,
would have been 5
what I like
centimeters
it the
longer.
best. They got a new idea. They know they have to change the game, and they don't. You know, they don't crack at this tactic. They play it out because science told them they're right.
That's a good one.
Now, if he locks this one, if he puts this in the face, they're gonna score some points here. That's for sure.
Very
But he has to
important
do
shot
it.
from him on here. Very, very
This is the
important shot.
opportunity.
It's a good one.
Ja, visat.
Keeps the
So
Belgian
even
points.
Steven. Sorry.
And Kanté is definitely going to try to continue placing down on the right side.
You know, the more balls he do
Maybe
right,
he goes for maybe he
the
goes
more
to place
balls he
for the
does
jack now
right.
because they have a lot of black balls down there now. Maybe he goes for the jack now. Yeah, so he prepared for it because we have 3 dark balls, dark French balls down in the court.
But
So
you know
they
what?
changed the
The
tactic.
more ball he plays right, they're waiting for him to do, you know, for the surface to play
Very
with him.
important shot here because if he takes this one away, France can't win the game in this round. Yeah, takes it away. It's only 1 ball left for the French team, so that was a key shot.
But the bells, that was the last spell. They have one left, right. And he has potentially a shot for, no, not much.
So it's a carreau for 2, hit for 1.
This is a change of scene. I hope he hit it. If he hits it one, maybe they have a chance because now they got the French to, you know, down on their knees. That's a change of momentum. Come on, come on. No.
It's a little bit too long. A little bit too long.
The crowd sighed because they wanted the bells. That was smart. That was smart play. That was smart play from the first to the last ball.
Yeah, but it was also interesting to see how the French changed the tactic from placing it on the right side down towards the Belgium. But after they had a couple of them shot down in the court, they started playing against the jack to get the jack. Maybe down.
But the bell, they were in control. They waited for one mistake and they could control for a few points. So what's the distance now? 8-9. We're back to...
It's probably almost 9.
Yeah, we're back where we began.
And the key player I was talking about is, according to me, the best player of the game.
Yeah, he is. He's flawless now.
He is.
Totally.
For France. Didier Lozano for the shot. I think the French ball went over the line. We can't see it from over here. Yes, it did. So it's a...
They're really putting up on a show here. They really please the crowds. Both teams.
And especially that guy. As you said, flawless.
Now he's the one with the tickets to Mars. It's crazy. He's
playing magnificent
he's
so far.
He's got a deed with the underlying spirits in this track. It's amazing. Can he even get a bad hit? He owns this surface.
He does.
It's impossible.
Oh, perfect carry from Lozano.
I like this guy. He's, you know, he said he hasn't competed a lot.
He hasn't thrown the bull.
No.
When they decide they're going to play a tournament, they so stops on his shot as well. But when they decide to play a tournament, he says, I'm not going to play, but I'm going to prepare mentally that I'm going to play this tournament.
Yeah, that's all it takes, right? That's cool. I mean, he's played a lot of years, so he can just push him up to that momentum.
White to the left, and now they're down again. 4-12 and 1 ball down.
We're beginning to see the end of this, I think, that game.
Well, they sneaked out before.
No, not this time.
You want to bet? I bet you coffee.
I've had too many coffees.
You
got to come up with something better.
Well, give me some odds. It's 12-4. Missed the shot. They're down.
I go for a drink. No, yeah.
Okay, they're going for the jack. They're going for the jack.
And Lozano has no balls left, so...
Publiken klappar igång honom. Det här är för att...
The crowd in Nordstan is trying to help him on to make this shot at the jack to save the game. And give me a drink from Jona.
Okay, take an extra turn. I say he's got about 50% chance. But if you do, things might turn.
It's a bit short. It's a bit short.
Vi hade ju velat se den där i väggen så vi hade kunnat få se några runder till. Men nu ser det mörkt ut.
One chance left.
Well, looks like their only movements now is
They're shooting the jack
back
again.
to memory lane because
They're shooting the jack. He's going to take it. Takes it, but it doesn't go dead. Doesn't go dead.
I thought he has it. Last ball in his
No,
hand,
the second
but
one was down there.
It was lying right.
Ja.
Almost a perfect shot from Michel van Kaupenhout. Hits the jack.
It's still the
Would have
France.
needed
France
another
still have the
20
point.
centimeters to kill it.
De blir lite osäkra här. Det här är väldigt
That's sportsmanship. They said it was such a good shot, so they're giving him the shot. That is sportsmanship. And that might also be a reason why they're doing it to please the crowd, as you've been talking about. They're giving that shot. It's like down in Stockholm in the cave in Stockholm. You would have gotten that little shot.
Ute i parkgångarna ska jag säga. I en VM-final så hade detta inte existerat.
I talked earlier about it. This is a custom among players that knows each other, and this is not about a national
Man ansåg att det där var
points
ett tillräckligt bra lilleskott
or ratings.
eftersom Michel ville ha ut den utanför banan.
They play like you do in the backyard. You know, even people who play a bit of money, they can do this gesture. And he did it in the right time. I love to see that because he learned people something. Winning isn't everything. Winning in the right time, that might be everything. But you know what?
That is actually not.
I don't know if the Bells expected that, and I don't think they can, ensemble the right spirit to go on in this match.
They probably can, but Lucien's draw was a little bit long, but the Belgium call
Even
on the
though-
attack anyway.
Yeah, even then they did nice effort. Why?
I don't know if you could hear it, but we heard aye, aye, aye as soon as it was in the air.
Mid-air, we can hear Husano. Aye, aye, aye. No, it's a very well calibrated weapon. So sometimes you feel by the fling of your fingertip that this is a nice shot. Nice.
Perfect. But they're already bull down again. It's been like that almost the whole game.
Maybe they relax now and just try to put up a good game for the audience.
That looked relaxed.
Yeah, he almost don't stop in the ring and chung, carry
Ja,
on.
här finns några möjliga skådespelare. Johannes jätten 2, är det inte så?
Looks
Bit
good.
higher this time.
Looked very good. Bounced through the gravel and down to the marble floor. That was not a bad throw.
Yeah.
And now they're going for the they're going for the
That
jack
went
again.
deep, yeah, down to the men's underwear.
Där det blir väldigt mycket
This
bollspel.
big mall we're playing in, it's a crazy, this
Ja, den här
wonderful
klassen.
venue. I haven't seen stuff like this in the wintertime. During the summer,
Shooting the jack.
this competition
Saved the
has
round.
been in good places, but
Hits it.
Ja då!
It doesn't go dead this time either.
no.
They're
Are they
looking
going
at
to
the
play?
French. They're
They don't
looking at
want.
the
It's too
French.
long now.
Det där
We're
var
playing.
riktigt bra.
No,
We're
they continue
talking
this time.
15 meters. But this time we have a go.
Yeah, they gave it away the last time. This was a even better shot than the one Van Kaupen had before.
François, I built the center court 20 centimeters too long.
There are some people there, and I would strongly suggest.
It's dead.
that,
Maybe they should have given it away. Now it's actually the Belgians are back in the
I'm
round.
afraid someone's going to get hurt over there. Can you see a shot on this distance?
This is going to be interesting. If the Belgians can take a point here where the French didn't give it away.
So, in balls wisely, how many 4, 7, 8. We got 4 balls left, I think.
Fransk poäng på plats.
Two each,
France
isn't it?
has 2 balls
It's
left.
2 each.
And Belgium 2.
Yep.
Lusano has 1. Hemon has 1.
So if they place this one as number 1, the French can still shoot for the
Nu är det
game.
långt skott igen.
Are they shooting this one?
11,5, 11,80.
Yeah, potentially he can shoot twice and have 3 points. No, he's not shooting.
No, they can't shoot twice. It was 2-2 in balls, so the French would have the last ball, so they needed to place.
Det är det som är skyttelaget.
I would like to move the audience in this case. But he just shoots.
That's short.
Över 12 meter här nu.
That ball is probably
This is
pretty
more
close to
than
13
12.
meters, I would
don't
say.
know.
No, I think the court is 15 and a half, so that is almost at the end, and we probably have
13.
2.5
That's
here. So
13.
yeah.
That's 13.
They have to place now.
I don't know. What's he gonna do? I mean, do they want to win this round? He has to shoot.
No. Yeah, but if he misses the shot, Belgium would have
Maybe he's gonna
a shot for
rest
4
by.
points.
I want to see her rest by. That's impossible here. Or
Oh, he takes the shot. He takes the shot. Hits it. Doesn't go dead.
Så nära.
he went for the shot. He shot me on that one. I thought he was doing something with the surface.
25 centimeter rakt 90 grader vänster.
We have a terrible angle from here. The question is
Det är
Is
nästan
Belgium
gåta
shooting for
hur
2 or 3
man
extra
träffar på 12
points?
meter utan
Or is
att
it
man
just
flyttar
one?
sig mer.
If it's just one, they're just going
Det
to
blir
place.
sån kraft.
We don't see the angle from here. Might be a Belgium number 1 and number
I
3.
can't hear you, man. Look at me.
I'm not sure if they're shooting for 3 extra points, 2 extra points, or 1 extra point, because we're
That-
sitting in a terrible
They're
angle
shooting
here.
for 3. I can swear they're shooting for 3. Come on. Oh, that's wide.
Misses again, but
Nevertheless,
it's a point.
There's another point for the
That's
Belgium.
another drink for me.
Ja,
You lost
en
2 drinks in a row now.
är 5-12.
Okay, every time I open my mouth. Every time you run your mouth.
Every time they don't win the game.
I misinterpreted you.
Och vi ser att belgarna kastar lillen lite kortare. Nu är det på 7,80, 8,20.
Du får 4 poäng. Det tror jag. All right, another
start.
last round.
Another last round. Good start from Michel.
And a lot of coffee.
Perfect shot. Perfect shot from so short.
That's a carol. Not on the spot, but and that demands an answer. And Lusano is about to. I overamped that one.
It's been like this. I think is it the four last rounds we've seen? After 3 bulls played, the Belge are down
Yeah, that,
every single round,
Återigen kommer det lilla skott.
and they're going for the jack already now. They just go for the jack instantly after that first
yeah,
miss.
you know, they're tired of this, you know.
And
wanna-
they need a round where they can create a lot of points.
yeah,
This is
they
not
got
the
to do
round.
it perfect. They got to play 6 balls, you know. So now it's all about the jack.
Wasn't really close on that
Och
one.
så klappar vi igång till sång. Jean-François Hamon.
Was even shorter than the first one.
It's like I detect some tiredness in that guy. Oh, maybe it's just his appearance.
There's nothing to think about.
Yeah,
It's just Lozano has to try to get it this time.
Ja, det är nästan så jag tänkte att här tackar man väl för matchen, men nej. Det är 2 klot.
He still got one shot.
Har det enkla kvar?
And if he misses this one, he surely won't play the last ball.
No.
That's almost a given.
It's too long.
And
I think you're right.
It's over. Will we see you last?
Oh, they are going to play it. They are going to. I thought you were right when they were just going to say the game was over, but he's going to try to get it down here too.
I don't understand this.
Still a chance. Still a chance. Yeah, it shows where he's going to place it.
If I were Team France, I say, hey, come on, give me this. You put it where you want. He's going to do so. Yeah, he's going to. He tried to shoot the jack into position somewhere around all the Belgian balls. And there is a theoretic chance that something goes well. So.
Hit it. It's off the court. It's a point for France, the champions of Nordstrand Grand Prix. Captain Sergio and Julien, how do you sum up the game?
Yeah, it was a little bit like seeing the French and Belgium against other European teams. But in this case, the Bells, they stood up a bit longer and they played 4 or 5 good balls, but that wasn't enough. That was just not enough because there was quality in the shots and in the end it ate them up. The French just cruised away.
I think we agree over who's the MVP of the final game.
Absolutely, Lucien.